What will happen when King Charles III dies? The reign of monarchs most times ends with their deaths, and it's difficult not to think about what happens next after the death of the new king, Charles III. It's almost a certainty that he intends to reign until death, as his mother did before him. Following King Charles' death, the British monarchy will be in grief, but Prince William and his household will be the focus of attention, and they'll be very occupied. Occupied with what? What will happen when King Charles III dies? Hello and welcome to another video. We'll be giving you a rundown of what we believe will happen after King Charles dies. So stick to the video and let's get started. Number 1. The start of Operation Menai Bridge. The funeral arrangements for late Queen Elizabeth II were codenamed Operation London Bridge, and arrangements for Prince Charles III's passing have also been made. Operation Menai Bridge is the name given to these plans, which are named after a suspension bridge linking the Welsh mainland to the island of Anglesey. According to Simon Morgan, a former royal protection officer, preparations for Operation Menai Bridge started the day after Queen Elizabeth passed away. He clarified that the new monarch is not a young man anymore. Being 73 years old, it must be at the bottom of our minds, and the police department will start over when preparing for a subsequent burial. Many of Operation Menai Bridge's structural plans will probably be carried over from Operation London Bridge. Morgan noted that it's probable that London Bridge will serve as the model for upcoming royal funerals because the Queen's burial went through without any significant issues. Number 2. Prince George will secede as heir apparent. When King Charles passes away, one aspect of Operation Menai Bridge will instantly take effect. Prince William will ascend to the throne. As a result, Prince George, his son, will become the heir apparent and the next heir to the throne. It can be anticipated that George will assume his father's formerly inherited and earned titles, much as William did following Charles' accession to the throne. The Prince of Wales and Princess Middleton have started preparing George for life as the heir to the kingdom. The kid made his royal debut in July of 2022 at Wimbledon, a tradition that his parents cherish. In his book, Battle of Brothers, royal author Robert Lacey says that George's parents were deliberate in how they taught him about his future. According to Lacey, while the precise discussion had not been released, it's understood that his parents went into further depth about what the child prince's life of future royal service and duty will notably include, starting somewhere around George's 7th birthday in the summertime of 2020. Number 3. The succession sequence will be updated. The line of transfer of power will be changed upon the passing of King Charles, just as it was after the passing of Queen Elizabeth. Although Prince William is anticipated to become king soon, the shift in the succession sequence will affect numerous members of the royal family. Historically, the line of succession fell to the heir's eldest child and their children, followed by the heir's next oldest sibling and their descendants, and so on. This clarifies how Prince William's kids are now ahead of Prince Harry's. Number 4. Prince William may alter his name. King Charles followed Queen Elizabeth's lead and chose to use his given name when he became king in 2022, breaking with custom. It's uncertain if Prince William will choose to adopt a new royal persona or keep his birth name and be called King William V. If William does want to alter his name, he may elect to include a portion of his given name in his monarch's name. His full name is William Arthur Philip Louis, Duke of Cambridge, Earl of Strathern, and Baron Carrickfergus. William was questioned in a Zoom conference with teachers and a pupil from a school in Lancashire at the beginning of September 2022. William the Conqueror was the first William called, "What name would you like to have?" asked one of the children. William chuckled and seemed to find the child's inquiry humorous, but he didn't provide an explanation. Number 5. Kate Middleton will be bestowed a new title. King Charles assumed the throne, Camilla Parker Bowles was given the title of Queen Consort and given the name Camilla. Following the passing of her father-in-law, Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales, and Duchess of Cornwall and Cambridge, is obviously going to get her own new title. The Princess of Wales will also officially be recognized as the Queen Consort because she'll become the monarch by marriage rather than ancestry. But as observed, it's quite probable that she'll be addressed simply as Queen Catherine. What we foresee for Camilla, the Queen Consort, is that during Charles' coronation, she'll also be crowned with her husband on the day of his own coronation. Number 6. The children of Prince William will be given new titles. When King Charles dies, Kate Middleton will not be the only member of Prince William's close family to get a title change. His children will all have title modifications. And one royal family member, Princess Charlotte, may lose every status she was born with. As things stand, Charlotte will receive the title of Princess of Wales, which is handed down to either a prince's wife or a prince's daughter. However, if Prince George marries before his father's named King of England, Charlotte would forfeit her chance to be called Princess of Wales. When that happens, Charlotte's life will change dramatically. In fact, she may lose her titles if her father ascends to the throne. Number 7. Prince William might move to Buckingham Palace. When the next monarch takes over, it's assumed that he or she will relocate inside Buckingham Palace. Throughout her reign, Queen Elizabeth lived at numerous royal residences, including Balmoral and Windsor Castle, although she regarded Buckingham Palace as her primary residence. The castle is now being restored and will not be finished until 2027. It was said that William and Kate are likely to move into Buckingham Palace, though nothing is certain yet. The official narrative is that the couple will one day relocate to the palace when they're made king and queen. We assume it'll remain the monarchy's headquarters, and I wouldn't be shocked if the couple stayed in Kensington Palace. It's worth mentioning that the couple relocated their 5-member family to Anmer Hall in July this year and appear to be pleased with their decision. Number 8. Prince William will receive a sizable fortune. William was titled Prince of Wales, Duke of Cornwall, and Duke of Cambridge. His net worth increased to $100 million. This is due in part to the fact that the Duchy of Cornwall was passed down from his father. When William's proclaimed king, he'll come to inherit once more. This time, he'll get funds from the Duchy of Lancashire, which covers 23 nations and encompasses more than 50,000 hectares of territory. Furthermore, it's possible that he'll inherit wealth from King Charles, including from investments made by his father, as well as the royal art collection. Additionally, Kate Middleton has a chance to inherit something. As soon as she becomes Queen Catherine, she'll have full access to the crown jewels, which contain over 100 items and over 20,000 jewels. Number 9. He'll perform additional tasks as king. After King Charles passes away, Prince William will inherit the throne and instantly become the head of state, taking on a host of additional responsibilities. The king undertakes constitutional and representative tasks, which have developed through 1,000 years of history, and is also the leader of the nation, according to the royal family's official website. This implies that Prince William will be expected to serve as the country's focal point of national identity, much as Queen Elizabeth and King Charles did before him. In contrast to monarchs of the past, the present British monarchy and its head no longer have any significant influence on the political decisions that Britain takes. However, that doesn't mean William won't be active. As king, William will be required to schedule constitutive and representative responsibilities year-round into his calendar. Number 10. Several vows will need to be taken by Prince William. Prince William will have to take a number of crucial and formal vows after King Charles III's passing and his assumption to the throne, which is another shift that will occur. For instance, King Charles swore to safeguard the Church of Scotland when he rose to the throne. Along with his own crucial coronation, William will also be required to take part in a number of other rituals. The first formal event will be the proclamation of William as king in the presence of the Accession Council, which was present when his father assumed the throne at St. James's Palace in London. William will declare himself to be the monarch for the first time after that ceremony, which also coincides with the Accession Council. William will make a commitment to maintaining the constitutional government at this event. Life of a king-to-be. All these are delicate and peculiar steps Prince William and his family will take when he wants to be king. But has he truly been raised well enough to succeed his father? Let's take a look at the life of the next in line, Prince William. Childhood. On June 21, 1982, Prince William was born at St. Mary's Hospital in London as the first child of King Charles III and his first wife, Diana, Princess of Wales. Buckingham Palace announced his full name as William Arthur Philip Louis on June 28th. On August 4th, which was the 82nd birthday of the late Queen Elizabeth, he was baptized in Buckingham Palace by Robert Runcie, the Archbishop of Canterbury. As the precious child he was, William had a total of 6 godparents from both his maternal and paternal sides. William's memorable time with his parents. William was 9 months old when his parents took him on their 1983 tour of New Zealand and Australia, his first vacation abroad. Kensington Palace in London and Highgrove House in Gloucestershire were the homes where Prince William and his little brother Harry were raised. Within the household, William was dubbed Wombat by his mom, who wanted him and Harry to have wider life experiences than were often afforded to royal children. She would usually take them to McDonald's and Walt Disney World, as well as AIDS clinics and homeless shelters, and buy them stuff traditionally associated with teens like video games. Diana was said to have regarded William as her little wise old man, on whom she began to rely as a confidant when he was in his early teens. The happiest time of William's childhood was unfortunately cut short. A sad moment. In 1996, William's parents split. Diana was killed in a car crash in the early hours of August 31, 1997. William, then 15 years old, was residing in Balmoral Castle with his brother and their father at the time. Charles delayed until his boys awakened the next morning before informing them of their mother's death. William and his brother marched behind the funeral cortege from Kensington Palace to Westminster Abbey, accompanying their father and the rest of the family. Schooling. William was educated at private schools, beginning with Jane Minor's nursery school and progressing to the Wetherby School in London. Following that, he studied at Ludgrove School and was privately educated by Rory Stewart during the summers. He played football, basketball, swimming, and other sports at Ludgrove. He took the Eton College admissions exam and got accepted. At A-level, he studied biology, geography, and art history. He also began playing water polo and captained his house team in football. A choice between parents. The choice to send William to Eton broke with the royal family's practice of sending royals' offspring to Gordonston, which his 2 cousins, father, grandfather, and even 2 of his uncles all attended. His maternal father and uncle were also students at Eton, so it was a struggle between the schools on his maternal and paternal sides. The royal family and the media agreed that William might study freely in return for regular updates on his life. This didn't quench William's taste for adventure. William's exploration of adventure. William had a gap year after finishing his education at Eton, during which he participated in British Army training drills in Belize, worked on dairy farms, and traveled to Africa. William worked on community construction projects and taught the people English for 10 weeks, as this was one of the Rally International programs in Tortal, Chile. He shared a residence with other youthful volunteers, sharing ordinary domestic chores like cleaning the toilet, and also worked as a disc jockey at a radio broadcast station. His fascination with African culture led him to learn Swahili. Disguised for a degree. Adventure time was cut short as it was time for more studies. William returned to the UK in 2001 and attended the University of St. Andrews. Similar to when he was at Eton, the press agreed to respect William's privacy, and other students were cautioned against sharing information about him with the media. Despite the increased scrutiny, he decided to enroll in a degree program in art history and then switched his primary subject to geography. William earned an undergraduate Master of Arts degree in 2005 with upper second-class honors and a project on the coral reefs of Rodrigues in the Indian Ocean. He competed in the Celtic Nations tournament in 2004 while playing water polo for the Scottish National University team. Other pupils referred to him as Steve so that no journalist would listen and discover who he really was. Learning the family business. William completed internships in banking at HSBC and land management at Chatsworth House after graduating from college. He matriculated in a vocational agricultural management course at Cambridge in 2014 to get ready to take over the management of the Duchy of Cornwall. The course was offered by the Cambridge Program for Sustainability Leadership, CPSL, whose patron is his father. The duchy, which William received when his dad became king, is a £760 million institution that was formed in 1337 to generate a personal income for the reigning king's eldest son. The taste for military adventure. William, who had made the decision to pursue a military career, was accepted to the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst at the beginning of January 2006. He joined the Blues and Royals as a squad commander in an armored reconnaissance unit after his younger brother and trained for the position at Bovington Camp, Dorset, for 5 months as Lieutenant Wales, a moniker derived from his father's former title of Prince of Wales. Adventure cut short. William's chances of participating in war were questioned due to his status as second in line to the crown at the time and the custom of ministers opposing putting him in risky situations. These concerns grew after his brother, Prince Harry, had his deployment postponed in 2007 due to particular threats. As opposed to this, William continued his training in the Royal Air Force and Royal Navy, earning his commissions as a sub-lieutenant in the former and a flying officer in the latter, both roughly comparable to the rank of lieutenant in the Army. William's love at first sight. During their time as University of St. Andrews residents at St. Salvator's Hall in 2001, William and Catherine Middleton became friends. She allegedly caught William's eye at the college fashion display for a good cause. In 2003, the couple started dating. William lived in a flat with Catherine Middleton and 2 other friends throughout their second year of college. They each shared a room at Balgove House on the Strathroom estate from 2003 to 2005 with 2 other people. The pair momentarily broke up in 2004, but they quickly got back together. William began his own family. The news that William would marry his longtime spouse Middleton was made public in November of 2010. On April 29, 2011, the royal nuptials took place in London at Westminster Abbey. The royal couple have since had 3 children: Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge, the couple's first child, Princess Charlotte Elizabeth, and Prince Louis Arthur Charles. Charles became king on September 8, 2022, the day after Elizabeth II passed away. When his father declared him heir apparent, William received the title Duke of Cornwall from him. Shortly after, William's father also gave him the title Prince of Wales. Succession isn't an easy thing, and neither are the responsibilities that come with it. Every royal family has made it their duty to train their young ones on matters of the kingdom, so when the time comes, they won't be overwhelmed. Do you think Prince William will make a good king? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments section. We'd love for you to click the like button and the bell icon and subscribe to our channel. See you at the next one!